When you come to think of it, it's not so surprising that there are two names for the same angel. And those two names reflect the opposite sides of the pole, like Michael and Samael. And so, what other two-nesses are there? Everything. Yetzirah hara, Yetzirah tov, tree of life, tree of knowledge of good and evil, the animal soul and the godly soul, male and female in the creation of a person. So you have to have these apparent opposites come together. There has to be a two-ness. It comes down that there are two souls. You're part of two souls. In a certain sense, it's reflected even in my name. My Hebrew name, so they're theoretically like my godly name, is Alexander. But in my name in the real world, in the Yetzirah hara world, is Stephen. I have two names. People have two of everything. So that's the bet, the letter bet in Bereshit, two starts. We've gone through this before, but it's never been as evident to me as in these, what I've discovered now, that the angel Michael and the angel Samael are the same angel. In the body, in playing tennis today, there's a split in the body. There's the legs move and then the arms move. When you walk, your arms go this way and your legs go the other way. They make circles in opposite ways. Basically, these two souls are the legs as the animal soul and the hands as the godly soul. When the Kohanim do their blessings, they bless with their hands. They don't bless with the feet. When you do the halitza, it's with the feet. See, so basically, there's a thing that one puts around their stomach called a gartel when they pray, because that separates the two parts of the body. It's put around the waist. Quite frankly, there's a split between the belly button and the bris. The belly button comes from the mother. And this is how one receives Judaism, from the mother. And that's above the waist, so to speak. And what's below the waist is the bris. So in a certain sense, the belly button in this sense is the godly soul. And that's why in Judaism, you become a Jew if your mother was a Jew. The connection through the belly button. And in the bris, theoretically, to become a Jew for male, he has to have a transformation. So that even though that bris is on the animal soul. The bris is on the animal soul. It transforms the animal soul into a godly soul. And this gartel is separating the two people. And when I play tennis today, there's a two-ness. First my legs move, then my hands. So body, lower body, and then hands. You don't even feel the lower body. There's a brain down there, but you don't feel it. It's like an intuitive brain in the animal soul. And up here we have this is the godly soul, theoretically. And there's differentials up here. Pauses, stuff like that, consciousness, the ability to transform things. You can transform in the godly soul the intuitive things of the animal soul. So there are two souls, like they say in Tanya. You're dealing in two souls. You're dealing you have split personality, right and left side. That's why they don't want to teach you the left side. They don't want to teach you the back. They want to keep you in one personality. They want to keep but to become a real totality of a third soul, there's a third soul that connects the animal soul into the godly soul. And that's the nefesh sekalit, which is the three higher aspects of the animal soul. And when the two souls are in balance, kind of like the intellectual parts of the animal soul appear. This is a very high level. So this two-ness, say, first the legs move, then the hands. First this is set in the body with the legs, and then the spiral with the hands. So the legs present the mem, so to speak, the square mem, which plants on the body, on the ground, the weight down. It makes a triangle between the legs, the 2 feet, and the wrist area. Body form, and then the hands go, and they spiral. See? And so what this all comes about now, because of the reevaluation of Michael and Samuel, which is no different than Michael is like the holy and Samuel is, evil. And quite frankly, isn't that the transformation of Ein Sof, which is Aleph Samak, and Sitra Akra, which is Samak Aleph? It seemed the opposite, but they're made up of the same components. And you must be able to see the Ein Sof and the Sitra Akra, otherwise you're not seeing anything. You're seeing only positive thinking. You got to be involved in the negative. You've got to see the negative. And you got to understand it. And there's a very deep issue here. And there's a continuation of this idea of Michael and Samuel. And they come together. They come together like a right and a left, like a front and a back, like an up and a down. And the amazing thing is your two components. Now, how does this relate in sexuality? Once you realize your two components, that you're dominant and submissive, that you're aggressive and passive, that you're a top and a bottom, that you're male and female. Freud always told people this: where'd the mother go in me? I look like the outside, I'm male. Where'd the mother go? He also said that when two people went to bed, there were four people there. Or when I go to bed with, say, a girl, there are 4 people there. There's me and my mother, and her mother. There's the 4 people there. It's represented by 2, by me and her. So in a certain sense, when you have a 4-ness here, which is the 4-letter name of Hashem, which is again expressed in the two names, Michael and tick tock, Samuel. Michael 101. Samuel 131. Added them together, 232, which is the 4 spellings of Yud Hey Vav Hey. So each one is composed of the masculine and the feminine. The masculine and the feminine. See? So 2 is 4. 1 is 2. 1 is 2, 2 is 4. So you have 2 souls. You read about this. I read for 30 years, but I didn't feel it. And it's like those Greek things, a centaur or something, where the man's on top and the animal's on the bottom. And that's what it basically is. You have an animal soul and a godly soul. And these are game changers here when you start to sensate it, feel it, not just raise your hand and say, page 18, there are two souls. Everything is dual, Yetzer Hara, Yetzer Tov, which I said. Everything is dual. And that's why the Torah starts with the bet, and so does the Quran. You know, the name of Aleph is man, is Aleph. And then the full spelling is Lamed. That's the 30 we were talking about. 30 is the majestic transformational number of Yud He Vav Ke plus its 4 letters. And that's the 30-day period of the Nazir. That's the second letter. And then the third letter, the final mem, a pei, which is 80. 80, which is yesod. The sexuality is in the pei. Yesod is in the pei, letter pei. And that's the same pei, letter pei, which is the mouth, is the same pei that does on the metzitza hadam of the bris. This comes out to be 111. 1 in the 3 worlds. So these are the things. So sensate your tunas. Say you're playing tennis. Play your tennis with your tunas. You know, bottom and top. When your left foot goes, your right arm goes when in walking. When your right arm goes, your left foot goes. You are 2, which is exemplified that all of a sudden we find out that what looked like evil in the Garden of Eden is a purity beyond good and evil.